Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for another video right here on the main channel. Killer of Demons 66. Oh, yeah! 9. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe now to this channel, all my channels, which are in my pants, down in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet, and hit that bell. And then after you hit the bell, hit yourself. Or hit your friends because they're stupid. Don't want to subscribe. And hit that bell. So to get the best wrestling content ever. But it is what it is. But if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. I hope you like the content. And if you do, subscribe, hit that bell, and subscribe to my channels and smash that like button. Stick it straight up Susan's you-know-what. And everybody else's you-know-what too. That's all that matters. Alright, on this cold Tuesday evening, December the 20th, 2022, getting really close, ladies and gentlemen. The hours, the minutes are getting really, really, really close. We are officially 5 hours and 22 minutes and change from the greatest thing in the world. We all know what that is. And if you don't know, you should know. When 3 great men were born. Jesus Christ the Lord! And Lemmy Kilmister from Limited Head. We play rock and roll with our cookout. And the greatest man in the world. This guy. So, that's coming up in 3 days, 5 hours, and 21 minutes and change. The greatest thing in the world this Saturday. And that's that. And then the day after that, I pass out. That's what it is. But we are 5 days away from Christmas. And we are 11 days away from the end of the year. So, we're in the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting close to 2023. And hope you have a great rest of the week. If you haven't finished your Christmas shopping yet, do it now. If not, then you're gonna have to probably get the after Christmas special. You know, but still. Better than nothing, but you know, if you want to buy it now, then try to get it shipped by Saturday or by Sunday at most. Then you better get something now, or by at least by Thursday, or maybe Friday. You can get it overnight shipped. If not, you're gonna have to wait till after Christmas to get your gifts, or before New Year's at least. But I'm already done, so don't care. That's all I gotta say about that. But hopefully you have a great week and a great Christmas. And to all my Jewish fans out there, happy third night of Hanukkah. As I like to call it, Hanukkah. You got 5 more crazy nights of Hanukkah. Well, that's pretty much it. And also on Monday, to all my African American fans out there, happy Kwanzaa. So right now we're in the middle of Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa, or Christmas Kwanzaa, some people call it. But holiday season's is here, and gonna be a great week. Cold here in the Northeast. On the weekend, this weekend's gonna be like 24 degrees on my birthday, and then like 30 degrees on Sunday on Christmas. So it's supposed to be like 60 degrees on the day before my birthday, but then the temperatures drop like drop like people's dirt, but you know what I mean. Their IQ, that's where they drop. Half these people on this website have no IQ. Negative IQs. Because they don't know how to grow up and shut up sometime, but it is what it is. Anyway, enough about that. We got NXT coming your way in about an hour and 20 minutes from now. It's taped, so most of us have the spoilers already for this week and next week, because both this week and next week are taped. And the only live show this week is Dynamite tomorrow, because SmackDown is taped this week as well as Rampage, and then next week everything's basically, well, Raw and NXT are taped. Dynamite's live from Colorado. That's the New Year's Smash event. And then on next Friday night, we get the final live SmackDown of the year in Tampa, Florida, with that schmuck John Cena teaming up with my good friend Kevin Owens, taking on two great men who are feeling pretty freaking oozy lately, and that's my good friend Sami Zayn, the man who supposedly, well, allegedly still steals orphans from the orphanage in Mexico, and the tribal chief, we must acknowledge the chief, Roman Reigns, in a tag team main event player. And we got all that. So that's coming your way next Friday night on Fox. Now we got all that. Tribute to the Troops did a really bad rating. Really bad. 600 and something thousand views. Think it's time to wrap it up, because nobody watches that shit. Wrap it up. Done. I know you want to do things for the troops and everything, but, you know. If you want to do that, then do it. Oh, God. I didn't need to know that. Rose is being weird. Tell me weird stuff. I'll join you later. But I digress. Anyway, so we got that. Tribute to Troops, like I said. If you want to make it a special, then do it on a special edition of Raw or SmackDown. Don't put it on like a Saturday afternoon at 2:30 in the afternoon when nobody's going to watch. And plus, it was up against football. Morons, do it in December. Why don't you just do it in July, like July 4th weekend? That's the time you should really do it. In July. Because it's the 4th of July weekend. Paying respects to the Americans. You know, a lot of great people. Though some are not great Americans. But I digress. We move on from there. Alright, I talked way more than enough. Alright, let's get into your Monday Night Raw review from last night. And it emanated from the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. Yep! Des Moines, Iowa, home of the mighty Slipknot. And if you don't have the new Slipknot album, you suck. I advise you now all to download it now, or if you want to buy the real copy, order it now. It is a banger! Banger after banger! Okay, I'm not gonna go there. But it's a banger. I'll just say that. Alright, so, as always, our commentary team, probably for the last time, maybe for the last time, I really wish they'd get rid of these two guys. Kevin Patrick, my love, and Corey Slave at ringside. And, well, this is the final Raw live show of 2022. As, next week's show is this was the holiday show. Next week is the after Christmas show, because they're not going to do a live show from the holiday tour in MSG. They should, but they won't. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so we start off the night with the wise man. My name is Paul Heyman, and our tribal chief. The man that's over 800 and change days. The man that hasn't been beat in 3 goddamn years. That is our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. They're here. Roman says, I'm around here. I'm here to deal with KO, Kevin Owens. He's been dealing with KO for the last few years. Now he has to take care of John Cena once again. Maybe do another missionary position promo. And now he's going to torture Owens until the Raw roster acknowledges the bloodline. And if you don't acknowledge the bloodline, you have no life. So, throw up your ones, because like the Prophecy and like the Armada, which is the strongest force in the world, next to the Bloodline, acknowledge us, bitches. Put up your ones. Or we'll put ones up your you-know-what. But we move on. So, Roman is basically, and the Bloodline last night, destroyed the entire Raw roster. Destroyed them. But anyway, after that, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Excuse me. And then we see the rest of the Bloodline, the Usos, Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa, beating the living fuck out of Mustafa Ali, basically NWO style. Oh man, that's great. Back in the day, I remember all those NWO beatdowns where they had the camera and everything in the back, and they just like Kevin Nash lawn darting Rey Mysterio into the back of the truck and shit. That was good times, man. Good times. Not to say the Bloodline's like the NWO, but you know, they're an unstoppable force right now. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we finally begin with some action. But I like to see more beatdowns from the Bloodline instead of boring as fuck matches. But that's just me. Anyway, we start off with the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, taking on the Judgment Day of Fiend Balor and the mighty Damian Priest, with Mommy Rhea Ripley and the blind man Dominic Guerrero. They say, why my blood can't see, I say? Did Rhea squirt in your eye there, Dom? Don't answer that. But anyway, it's a pretty back and forth match. Akira Tozawa came out with the freaking Street Profits doing that stupid dance. That was crazy. Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. That's a dance. Whatever the Street Profits do when they first come out, and then we see like Angelo was like, oh. What are you, whipping up something for Red Velvet in her kitchen? But Montez Ford, you got a hot wife in Bianca Belair. I'll get to her in a minute. But anyway, it was a pretty back and forth match. Priest grabs South of Heaven and hits Dawkins with that. But Montez Ford's right there with the frog splash from the heavens. And before Priest can even get back up, Fiend Balor comes in to dropkick Montez into the corner, shotgun style. And then all 4 men in the ring. Tozawa throws a drink. I wonder what kind of drink that was. Was that Wendy Choo Choo's orange soda? He throws it in Dom's eyes, who's already blind. Oh my eyes, Mommy, it burns! The soda burns! Which allowed Montez to fruit roll up Fiend Balor 1, 2, 3 in under 9 minutes. So that kind of sucked. So match itself was meh. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, the Judgment Day was pissed, and especially Mommy Rhea Ripley. She goes up the ramp and starts yelling at Tozawa for what he did to her, basically her boyfriend. I'm sorry about that. I gotta go quiet. Starts yelling at Tozawa for what he did to her boyfriend Dom, and then she legit punches him right in the face and challenges to a match. And then we get said match after that. I think this is the first intergender match in a few years. I could be wrong on this. I think the first intergender match on Raw in a while, because they don't do intergender matches anymore. I don't know why, but finally we get it. Thank you, Hunter. Steph. Hi, Steph. But maybe we need to see more of that. More men versus women, and basically the men getting their asses kicked. Well, some of them, but especially if you face somebody like Mia Yim or Bianca Belair or even Io. Io will kick any man's ass. I'll tell you that right now. She kicked my ass last night, if you know what I mean. But I digress. Anyway, so they get to this match. This match was a 4.5 minute suckfest. We get a distraction by Fiend Balor as he tripped Tozawa down. The Profits then hit serial flippy dippity doos on the outside. Then as we go back in, Rhea misses a charge into the corner. And, Tozawa misses a backsplash off the top rope, which led to Rhea hitting Riptide on Akira, and she gets the win. 1, 2, 3, so once again, Mommy Rhea Ripley is unstoppable. And that's pretty much it. Move on from there. So I give the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we gotta look back at Bobby Lashley snapping last week and getting fired by Adam Pearce, and then Adam Pearce the next day says, no, he's not fired. So then we see Adam Pearce. He doesn't really want to talk about Bobby, who should be back by the Royal Rumble. And then MVP comes in, I guess, to talk some Hurt business, because they're coming back, I heard. In a good way, I hope. But anyway, then we see a referee come up to Adam Pearce, and he's like, oh, somebody get the medic, somebody got hurt. We don't know who. So he leaves, and MVP's like, oh. So we get that. So I gave that, once again, 2.25 out of 5 stars. You see a theme here? Because this Raw was kind of... Alright, so we go to break. We come back, and we see Dolph Ziggler has been attacked. I wonder by who? Austin Theory, maybe? But let's see what happens with that. Alright, then we get to our next match. We have the OC, Too Sweet Me for the Love of God, of, who's it? Who was this? Gallows and Anderson, the good brothers, not the good, them boys, 13-time Ring of Honor champions right here. They're facing off against the Alpha Academy. Shush, please. Thank you. Of Chad Gable and Otis. It was a pretty decent match, kind of back and forth, but in the end, Gallows and Anderson hit the Magic Killer on the man that always seems to lose now, Chad Gable. So they get the win, just a tad under 9 minutes. AJ was not there with them. I think he was or was not. But doesn't matter. He had a match with Sami Zayn later, and was a pretty damn good match. Mia Yim was there, looking great as always. So I get that. So I get the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, the Bloodline once again show up. I mean, it felt like a Bloodline takeover last night. It was like beating up the entire Raw roster, and Roman's like, they're sitting like, acknowledge me. That's it. So we get that. So they jumped the OC, they hit the 1D on Gallows and Anderson, leave them laying, which was great. Maybe you're seeing Usos versus the Good Brothers match pretty soon. We'll see. We move on. Alright, we go to break, we come back, Bloodline's still in the ring. Adam Pearce tells them to wrap it up. But Sammy promises to do even worse to Mr. John Cena and KO next Friday night on SmackDown. So as the Bloodline goes to leave, AJ Styles jumps them from behind, but then he gets pulled off by security. So, there you go. He wants to, try to save him, but it was a little bit too late there, AJ. But we move on from there. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we're going to look back at Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, becoming the #1 contender last week. After beating, who she beat? Bayley, don't give me a hug. And then, the Wyatt Six thing happened as, she went to hug Bianca, then locked her in the Sister Abigail, but then she snapped back to reality. So we're going to get a sit-down interview in just a second. So we saw that. After that, we see AJ won the Bloodline, and like I said, he gets a match with Sammy, which is amazing. If you haven't seen that PWG match from years ago, go see it. It's a banger. Alright, then we got Byron Saxton with Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair, the World Women's Champion, and Miss Bliss for a sit-down interview. Bianca gets right to the point, saying, I don't trust you, and saying that she's turning into a shell of her former self. I don't even recognize you anymore. And then she's like, what's the connection between you and Bray Wyatt? And Lexi's like, this isn't about him anymore. Yeah, because they fucked it up last time. Do you think they're going to do it again? Probably. Anyway, Lexi says, I was like, I was winning titles before you even got here. Pipe bomb. And then as Bianca goes to leave, we see the Wyatt 6 thing pop up from behind on the TV screen, and then we during the interview we saw like it's going static a little bit, so Bray Wyatt's playing those mind games. So we see that Lexi stops doesn't do anything for a second, and as Bianca turns her back, she picks up the vase, smashed her right in the back of her head, lays her out, and then she just stands there and I didn't do anything. So we get that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Hopefully, this time, the Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss union will actually work. Remains to be seen. That's it. Alright, then we have a legit Money in the Bank ladder match between The Miz and Dexter Lumis. Basically, a ladder match for both bags of money. Dexter's money and Miz's money he got from Maurice, most likely. Johnny Gargano at ringside. Course. And it was a pretty, okay match. The freaking finish sucked ass. We got a neck breaker on the apron. Lumis is down again. Johnny's not liking it. Miz then crushes Dexter in the ladder. Ouch. Rolls a chair at Gargano. Then they continue to fight, and Lumis misses a dive off the ladder through the announcer's table. Ouch. Miz goes up, but Dexter somehow cut him off. Tries to pull down the money. But then we see a returning superstar, former NXT North American champion, named Jonah, otherwise known as Bronson Reed. He makes his return, because that was the big scoop last night, that Bronson Reed got re-signed, and he's now back in WWE. Why was he with The Miz, though? I don't know. So he cuts Dexter off, hits the tsunami on Dexter, and he helps The Miz go up the ladder to retrieve his money back. So Miz is once again a rich man. He's probably getting a lot of from Maurice, but I digress on that. Alright, so almost an 18.5-minute match. Match wasn't really that great, so I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say. I'm not liking Bronson Reed with Miz. It's just another guy that Miz is just gonna use, like Alex Riley and other people he's used. John Morrison. John Morrison even went on Twitter. It's like, hey, somebody mentioned me on Twitter. It would have been better if Morrison would have came back with The Miz instead of Bronson Reed. Makes no sense at all, but at least we're going to see a Bronson Reed-Dexter feud that we really don't care about. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, we move on. Alright, then we get to Sammy and AJ Styles. Not as great as their PWG match, but this was pretty damn good. Nobody at ringside until near the end. Sammy goes for the hell of a kick. It gets counted into the calf crusher. Sammy just makes it to the rope, and then with the referee distracted by AJ, or actually by Sammy, I think it was Sammy or AJ. Solo Sikoa comes from the crowd for a distraction. AJ was going to beat him up, and then Solo Sikoa showed up, bop, right in the head. So after the referee's like, what the hell happened? Solo hit him with the Samoan spike, and then Sammy hits the Blue Thunder Bomb, which never works until now. He wins with the Blue Thunder Bomb. Hallelujah, somebody call Jesus, because we had a miracle. Sami Zayn actually wins with the Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2, 3, thanks to Solo Sikoa. Almost 13-minute match. Pretty damn good match itself. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on from there. Alright, we gotta finish this up really quick because we're running out of time. Alright, then we have the hometown boy, Seth freaking Rollins. out for a chat. Nice fit, by the way. Did you go to the Men's Warehouse again there, Seth? Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you're going to like the way you look. I can guarantee that. Fans love him. Singing this. Oh. Rollins says Roman doesn't run Mondays anymore and nobody can stop him. And then Austin Theory comes out, says, hey, I can beat you. I did that at the Survivor Series. He thinks Rollins is fine after Bobby took his frustrations out on a referee. But Rollins like, oh, you did good. You won the title. Big deal. But you still can't beat me. Blah, blah, blah. You're not on my level. Theory talks about wanting to rise up. Rollins calls him Mount Everest. We have a fight tease, but then the Usos come out. Leaving Rollins and Theory to stand next to each other. Theory runs off. And basically, the Usos beat the fuck out of Seth Rollins until KO makes the save. Security breaks it all up. Owen suggests that, hey, let's have a match in the main event. Why not? So the Usos against Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, who already beat him twice. Let's see, third time's the charm. That's it. Alright, so I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. There we have the man, Becky Lynch, wanting to face the best version of Bayley. So we're going to do this one-on-one. Yeah, right. But even if Io and Dakota Kai are there, she's ready for them. So we get to this match. Io and Dakota Kai looking great at ringside. Io is just... Anyway, pretty back-and-forth match. Not their best match. But, Damage Control breaks up the manhandle slam. Becky threatens them with a TV monitor. But before that can even happen, we get both women, Io and Dakota, get ejected by the referee. But that distracted like Bayley to smash Becky in the face with the TV monitor. And for good measure, she hits a rose plant. 1, 2, 3. Bayley, don't give me a hug, gets the win. Cheap, but still. Under 15-minute match. Match was okay, wasn't great. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Seth Rollins and KO ready for the Usos. Though KO remembers Rollins trying to steal his WrestleMania main event earlier this past year. I remember that. Rollins seems ready to go anyway. Saying, I don't care about your WrestleMania 38 moment. Oh, because you faced Cody and I faced Stone Cold. Yours was better. It is what it is. Alright, so we get to this tag team match, non-title match, of course. Wasn't a bad match, 11-minute match to end the show. Kind of went back and forth. We get a Sling Blade to Jay by Seth Rollins. KO comes back in with a frog splash from the falling Jay. Goes to a swanton and gets raised knees. And then Solo Sikoa comes out, but then the Good Brothers come in, take him out. Jaden gets stomped on the floor. Ow! But then Austin Theory comes out of nowhere with a belt shot to Rollins' skull. Jimmy then super kicks KO for a near fall. Owens comes right back with a super kick of his own. Then the pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. KO and Seth Rollins get the victory over the Usos. Jimmy takes the pin in just under 11 minutes. Match was alright. 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, more chaos happens as Sami Zayn... Oops. As Sami Zayn and KO are left in the ring to have an epic stare down. Somebody call Kerry Silkin. Let's get Ladder War 4 2012 revisited again. Hunter? Can we get that, please? We can't even call it Ladder War anymore because, Ring of Honor is owned by that guy named Khan. Tony Khan, that is. Can't have Ladder War. Just call it a goddamn ladder match. For what? I don't know. But, I can't wait to see KO and Sammy go at it in the ring. And that was a tag team match, but, in the ring, either by themselves or, Roman and John Cena just, looking on, fight. That's always epic when you see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the ring together. It's just freaking epic. Because they were gonna fight. They're gonna fight until they're, dead. They'll fight in the grave. They'll fight in heaven. Hey, Mike I might fight them too. Why would you fight them? Because I'm awesome. He's awesome. What do you want me to do? Anyway, yeah, so that's the hype. That's all the hype for basically next week. I still think Sami's going to take the pin. But, Roman's never going to get pinned anytime soon until probably WrestleMania time. Probably by Cody. Not The Rock, but probably by Cody. Hopefully not, but... But, the Bloodline storyline's eventually going to end. Just either at WrestleMania or maybe at the most by SummerSlam next year. Hopefully never, but that's just me. Anyway. Alright, so like I said, what did I give the match? 3 out of 5 stars for the match. Raw was okay. It wasn't great, but still. People think it was great. That's your opinion. But my opinion matters the most because it's my video. So I'm going to give an honest rating, 6.5 out of 10 stars for Raw. And we'll see what happens this Friday night on a taped edition of SmackDown from Chicago, Illinois. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. I got to go because I'm going to get ready for NXT at the top of the hour. Other things to do. Like have my sensible dinner. Well, I already have my sensible late lunch. So probably after NXT, I'm going to have my sensible dinner. And, yeah. Maybe I'll be back later with my NXT review on the Peter Gilmore channel. And, that's pretty much it. Check out my rant I did last night about how YouTube just fucking sucks. The 24-hour ban is already lifted. So, kind of back, commenting here and there. Still kind of, I can comment on the Wrestling Inc. podcast on my main channel. As far as Issa's chat, I have to figure that out. I haven't figured it out yet, but hopefully I can tonight. If not by tomorrow. But I have to see on my other channels that they're not affected anymore. Because I was in other chats and I could leave comments, except for like for some reason I can't go in the Impact Wrestling chat room. I don't know why. But it is what it is. I could care less, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be on Issa's watch along tonight. Hopefully, if not, hopefully by tomorrow or Friday. But we'll see what happens with that. So check that out on her channel, the NYC Demon Diva. Beautiful. Great people there. And if you're gonna go there and act a fool and you want to mess with her, then you mess with me. And everybody else on that fucking chat and everybody else. You don't want to mess with us. That's all I got to say about that. So I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Until next time. If you're not down with that, fuck you, man. Adios. Until next time. Peace.